What's up, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? It's the first live stream in a hot minute, actually. We were really rocking and rolling, I feel like, in March for a lot of live streams. But we've been on the slow down a little bit. So I'm going to wait for a little bit more people to get in here. So we can kind of rock and roll. I know this is a random live stream tonight, but I thought, why not? You know what? First live stream back in a bit. We got to make it random. We got to do some random stuff. And yeah, so let me see real fast. The Reds win tonight. The Reds did actually win. Wow. We are 8-8, which is actually not the worst. The Reds have been doing really good as of late, actually. The Brewers are still tied with us now, but we are third in our division. We still got a chance to actually do something this season. Ooh, and we play the Orioles on Friday, and they are boo-boo butthole right now, so we might be able to actually take care of the business. But welcome, guys. Again, first live stream in a hot minute. We are just getting started here. Didn't live stream for like about, 2.5 weeks. It was a little crazy, okay? It was a little crazy. But we're going to actually react to some today. So I haven't really done reaction videos on my channel much. But we're going to actually react to times NFL fans went a little too crazy. So these are Philadelphia fans. They're not just Philly fans, but for being honest, Philly fans always fit the mold here. And I actually probably have to post on my community tab that I'm live because people probably forget. Because I didn't put like a thing for it. Hang on. Right now. Come stop. Hi, Ryan. I am early. Okay, well, hold on. I gotta move this out of the way. I am early. Yes. We just started 2 minutes ago, Croc. We literally just started 2 minutes ago. So we're just letting the room fill in real fast before we get into this, and then we're gonna go some crazy things. I saw you my home tab a sup. Hey, another day, another dollar. That's really what this comes down to, man. Getting ready for the NFL draft, you know. That's going to be the crazy necessity it is. As what is the draft for me? I think the draft is like 3, 4, or 5 hour live streams. So it's going to be crazy. I think eventually I'm going to do a 24-hour stream. I don't know when, but we might do one like closer to the season kicks off. Maybe like right when like the Bengals first preseason game, we might just do a 24-hour stream. Just straight up live the whole entire time. So, yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, shout out real fast before I get into this. Whoop. Maybe a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. There we go. Shout out to Rebound, by the way, for posting this video we're going to react to today. 3.37 million subscribers. Damn. Mans is popular. Out there and popular. Alright. I'm going to kick off this video like when we're 5 minutes in. Because I want a little bit more people to join before we get into this video. I'm going to go crazy this season. Every touchdown, get $1 dono. Hopefully my bank account survives. I appreciate you, Crack. I'll be honest with you, though. You know how this, like, Joe Burrow is going to vengeance this season, bro. He's going to put up like 70 touchdowns. And now with having his actual receivers, it's about to be GG, bro. Joe Burrow is about to go insanely crazy. Hopefully our defense can also kind of keep up with the whole thing. But, I mean, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for anyone we play against. Joe Burrow is about to go absolutely demon time. So if you do a dono every touchdown, I'm expecting at least 4 touchdowns a game. Depending on how our defense plays, though. Because if our defense starts playing good, and they get Joe Burrow in good territory, oh, it is over. Be spread out enough. I felt that, yeah. Because if our defense actually plays good and gets like good, you know, like gets a turnover or two for Joe and gets us in the red zone, oh baby, it's over. It is GG. That's all she wrote. Defense just needs to be top 15. They didn't. Yeah, I agree with you actually on that one. I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say top 10 for a second. I was gonna say top 15, but yeah, top 15, right about it. As long as they're pretty much good. $5 per win. Can we go 19-0? I think we can go 19-0. You might want to bump that down to $1 per win. If we go on the hot streak, bro. If we get 10-0. 10-0. My glasses, I think I broke them. Low key, I think I broke my glasses. I got a new pair. Alright, we're going to just get into this video then. Alright, so this, guys, if you're new, is times NFL fans went too far. So we're just going to see. This feels like a bro chat or bro boys, Ryan. Yeah, this is like, usually we first 15 minutes of a live stream is when people start filling in, and then it kind of just becomes that chat. But for right now, the very beginning of every live stream, it's always like kind of dead, and then it starts kicking off. Like right now, we got 9 people in here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. But let's I think I did post in my I posted my community tab, so we're good there. Except I am the only one. You're the only one chatting, but not the only one here. Yeah, I'm actually surprised nobody else has said something in the chat. Dreamy, where are you? I don't think John would be here right now. Nate usually drops by eventually. Alright, I'm just gonna watch this. Alright, so Lordy, I hope there's no thing that's gonna get my stream taken down for this. There shouldn't be. But this is NFL content. And NFL content, I know I'm not getting monetized for this live stream, but still. What's up, Bengals fan? 69, how you doing? Alright, so we got somebody out there. What's up, Warren? Warren Douglas. What's up, man? What's up? Alright, we're going to get right into this. And who day as always.
At times, NFL fans went too far.
You had these cars that were set on fire. People were sliding down these poles. The crowds were just massive.
And first, one fan did something so stupid, he's facing 5 months in prison. And
Okay, hold up. I love how Angry Grandpa showed up there. That was absolutely amazing. They just said they set cars on fire. Chiefs are trash. Hold up, is this the most recent Super Bowl? Eagles fans! What in the bloody heck are you doing? Hey, $5 dono from Cracktism. I appreciate you, Cracktism. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the $5 dono. Your bank account will never be the same, but I appreciate you. That is... There we go. I got the dono. There we go. I got the dono alert. I don't know why, but my dono alerts have not been working that well recently. So if anyone donates to the live stream, the dono alert will pop up. All right, let's just keep it going.
And first, one fan did something so stupid, he's facing 5 months in prison. And it was all because of a bet.
$1,000 were on a field. You will not run down the field. Get arrested.
And immediately after making the bet, he did this.
Wait, Stephon Diggs was the one who actually caught him? Hold up, Stephon Diggs was the one who caught him. Check this out. So $1,000 he did to run on the field here, right? And look at Stephon Diggs, bro. Stephon Diggs lowers that right shoulder into the man's back. Holy crap. And he's wearing a Travis Kelce jersey, too. So, like, that's low-key even better. That's low-key even better of Stephon Diggs. The man just lowers his freaking elbow into the guy's back. Chiefs are trash, just lucky as fluff. Let's be real. They get a lot of helps from the refs. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, and after that, he was arrested and charged with disturbing the peace. Man, this guy was just dumb. But our next fan was off his rocker.
Touchdown. What the hell? Touchdown. Dude, chill out! Dog! Dude, they can still come back!
Rip Angry Grandpa, man. Absolutely rip Angry Grandpa. Freaking love the guy. This is kid behind the camera and Angry Grandpa. So this is all fake. But this isn't even like an NFL fan going crazy. This is all scripted and stuff, but still, R.I.P. Angry Grandpa, man. Love Angry Grandpa.
Jesus, Grandpa's off his meds. But hey, going too far is just what old heads do. Because one fan sold his own house just to buy NFL tickets.
I have to say, this sign caught my eye.
I sold my house to buy Super Bowl tickets. Can I get a football? Go Rams. This is not scripted. This is not scripted. That's the problem. This is not scripted at all. Wow. Okay. Sold my house to buy Super Bowl tickets. Can I get a football? Go Rams. Well, you know, people do crazier things.
I sold my house to buy Super Bowl tickets. What's the deal with that?
I did sell my house to buy the SSLs on the 50-yard line for $100,000 a piece.
Yes, sadly, that's when they beat us.
$100,000 for some NFL tickets. These guys were down bad. But there's one fan that was down even worse, because they danced on a dead player's memorial for TikTok. See, this is Jackson Mahomes, the younger brother of NFL superstar Patrick Mahomes. And over the past few years, this guy's blown up on TikTok and social media for posting some questionable videos. What the hell? But in 2021, Jackson went viral for all the wrong reasons. As while Patrick and the Chiefs were in Washington, set to take on the Commanders, Jackson was on the sidelines filming a TikTok of himself, dancing on the memorial of a dead NFL legend.
Sean Taylor's memorial. Man was dancing on it like it was nothing. And it was supposed to be gated off, like all around. He went around the gate so he could dance on Sean Taylor's memorial for him passing. That is diabolically insane. If I was a Commanders player, I would have ran up and I would have hit him. I would have tackled him on the sideline. You got to do something at that point, man. Man is dancing on Sean Taylor's memorial. That is the ultimate disrespect, man. That is the ultimate disrespect. As a team, I feel like you just got to go up and smack them. Jackson Mahomes was seen dancing on the Sean Taylor 21 logo, which was chained off. This should infuriate everyone. This is disgraceful. It is disgraceful. 100%. That is... But he's Patrick Mahomes' brother, so he's not going to get in trouble for that. Dude, my glasses... my glasses are literally diagonal. Bro, my crafts are diagonal. I gotta get new glasses. I don't know what's crazy about my glasses are that.
People were pissed, calling for Jackson's head on social media. So later that same day, he tried to issue an apology on Twitter, but the damage was already...
I want to sincerely apologize for the TikTok dancing on Sean Taylor's number 21 at FedEx Field. We were directed to stand in the area, and I meant absolutely no disrespect to him or his family. You know what this is? This is lawyer talk. That is lawyer talk 100%. There is no way that that Jackson Mahomes actually posted this himself. They probably got to the lawyers and said, "Hey, this looks really bad. We need someone to fix this. We need a statement that makes us look better. Please give us a statement." And the lawyer said, "Don't worry, we got you. We're going to do a short, simple, to the point tweet that's going to fix this whole mess." And nobody forgave him for that. You don't dance on a dead man's freaking memorial and think that that's okay. Never is that okay.
Already done, and people been hating on Jackson ever since. Man, social media being everywhere, you'd think fans would be more careful. But instead, we got people like our next fan, the man that was secretly robbing banks just for NFL tickets. Yeah, this is Chiefs superfan Chiefsaholic, who for years has shown support for his team by dressing up as a werewolf and rallying other fans before games.
This is it, baby! AFC Championship game! This entire season has been devoted to one purpose, and that's to run it back! Let's go Chiefs!
Everywhere the Chiefs went, he went. In fact, Chiefaholic would travel from state to state for every road game just to cheer him on. And by 2022, he'd become a local legend amongst all Chiefs fans. But then, people started to notice something strange.
Hold up. Is that... Okay, so that's Patrick Mahomes. And this is a meme where the person on top, the kid on top, is like your son. But it's another NFL quarterback. I think that's supposed to be Josh Allen. It looks like Derek Carr. Low-key, it looks like Derek Carr. What's up, Dunno? It looks like Derek Carr. A lot of Chiefs fans on here. Yeah, because the Chiefs fans are always crazy. Is that looks like Derek Carr? I guess it would make sense then, because Derek Carr was a Raider and Patrick Mahomes, same division. I don't know why. It's like in my brain, I would figure if they're going to do this, you would be, it said you would be live every day. For March, I was. For March, I was done now. But it's not March anymore, man. It's been 2 weeks since March. We are going to be live a lot more, though. Anyway, for March, I wanted to go live like every single day. And I went live for a majority of the month. But, yeah, so I guess this Derek Carr makes sense. But, oh, man. Look at that, man's.
December 18th, the Chiefs were in Houston, set to face the Texans. And as fans started filing into the stadium, there was one important piece missing for Kansas City, Chiefsaholic, who was nowhere to be found. Immediately, fans rushed to Twitter, hoping to learn of his whereabouts, wondering if he was safe. And that's when they learned something horrifying.
Chiefsaholic, also known as Xavier Michael Babudar, is a career criminal who was disguising himself as a wolf who loved the Kansas City Chiefs more than Red Extreme, more than X Factor, was actually caught red-handed with a gun robbing a bank in Texas on Friday, okay?
Yes, I did see that. Kylan Lacey sadly took his own life. He was the LSU running back. He took his own life. The reason why, based on what people are saying, is he was facing a vehicular homicide. He did a hit and run, and somebody died. And then he ended up taking his own life. So he was going to get charged with vehicular man's homicide for car homicide. Okay, car homicide. I can't say the word. He was going to get charged with car homicide for a hit and run where someone died. And because of that, he took his own life, which is never the answer and never okay. That's never an okay thing to do. And I'm very, very saddened for him and his family. And I hope everything is all good. Sad he should have taken to jail over that. Yeah, no, he should have never. That's never the answer. Doing that never is the answer. Police never said how he died. I believe the LSU Twitter account said he took his own life. That's what I believe LSU's Twitter account said. That he did go ahead and take his own life. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, his NFL career would have been over, right? It would have been. But he probably is a first-time offender, I would assume. He probably didn't do anything before. But I would assume if he did go to jail, he probably would have been maybe 10, 15 years in prison for that. Maybe less than that. Probably good time, good behavior. Probably get off in 5 years with parole or something. And he probably got 5 years in parole. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. Like, obviously, it's a mess-up situation no matter what. But some people comparing the Henry Ruggs situation. I don't know if he was drunk. I didn't see if he was drunk or not. I have no idea. But he hit someone. They died. He drove off. And at the end of the day, would they have died if he didn't drive off? I don't know. You know, like that could have also been a factor. So if he's a first-time offender, then he'd only probably get, like, again, 5 to 10 years with good behavior. If he was a multi-time offender, then they might throw the book at him. And he might have gotten, like, 20 years, 25 years. I don't know. But we won't ever know because he is no longer with us. So, it was just a dumb but kind of different, though. Henry Ruggs was drinking and driving and ran into the back of somebody. That's the Henry Ruggs situation. So, if this guy was drunk, it would have been very similar. He was drinking and driving, hit someone, and then ran off. Henry Ruggs couldn't run off because his car was totaled. Because he was going 120 miles per hour. But we don't know if Lacey was drunk or anything. We don't know if he had alcohol. So that really depends on, if he had alcohol, it would be very similar, but it's not the same. So hopefully, I hope his family's okay. I hope, obviously the family of someone who did get hit and killed, hopefully they are okay as well. Send the best wishes to everyone involved, because it's just a messed up situation. It really is. But again, taking your own life is never it's never the right thing to do. At the end of the day, he could have, served his time, came out, and become a better person. And yeah, I know at the end of the day, his football career would have been over. But, that's just kind of the consequences of actions, But it is what it is at the end of the day. Let's now talk about Chiefsaholic, who was robbing banks. Yeah, that's a bad transition. But that's really let's try to transition back to again, like it's like both subjects are really bad, but yeah.
Yeah, this guy was arrested for allegedly robbing a bank as a wolf. But it gets even crazier than that, because if Chiefsaholic is found guilty, he's facing at least 10 years in prison. Damn, I don't think Chiefsaholic is getting off. But these next fans definitely were, because during a Philadelphia Eagles game, a couple of fans got off in the bathroom.
Things you see at Panthers games.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know why my glasses are so crooked, to be honest. I have no idea why. I think they're broken or something. That's probably why. But bro was getting that good, man. Bro was getting that good in the bathroom, and the cops decided to cock block him. They tried to blue ball him. They said, "Nah, you can't be doing that in the bathroom, man." Eagles fans, they're truly a different breed. That's what I will say. Eagles fans are truly a different breed. Lordy.
Oh, that's a touchdown right there. But look, these fans aren't the only ones getting dirty. Because in 2022, one fan went to the Super Bowl just to streak the field.
And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle of the 40. Arms in the air in a victory salute. He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle, the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line.
Vitali. I can't say his name right. The freaking random dude that's like Johnny Samola 2.0, whatever. The streamer dude that does the stupidest crap. He paid this guy like $500 to do this, by the way. This is why he had a shirt on that said the name. Vitali? I always butcher his name. But yeah, he paid him to do that. Ah, Lord.
Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
What the hell? This man was wearing a bra. He wanted to get tackled. And look, streaking is one level of crazy, but it gets way more twisted than that, because one fan loved the Cincinnati Bengals so much, it made him go homeless. See, in 2019, the Bengals started their season by losing 4 straight games. And everyone was saying that they were trash, and they were bound to keep losing. But there was one fan that disagreed. Bengals diehard and local bar owner, Jeff Lanham, who was so sure the Bengals would win their next game that he made an interesting bet on it. He promised to live on the roof of his bar in the freezing cold until the Bengals won a game. And, well, he figured he might be living on the roof for a week or two. He was wrong.
But with another Bengals loss, Jeff Lanham will be spending at least another week camping out on his restaurant's roof.
It's crazy, I know. And I'm stuck in it, and I can't get out of it now. Like I'm stuck. Yeah, there's no way out.
This man stayed on the roof for 57 days. That's almost 2 months. I mean, damn. He even forced his entire family to have Thanksgiving dinner on the roof. But on December 1st, 2019, Jeff was finally put out of his misery. Because after losing 9 straight games, the Bengals beat the Jets for their first win of the season, officially letting Jeff go back home.
Oh, it was awesome. Just to be off the roof, I'm glad. I don't feel like I'm like in prison now. I can do whatever I want. Before it was just bathroom breaks, that's it.
Man, this guy's love for the Bengals is through the roof. But
No, I am not going to do that. And by the way, he was wearing a pink leotard. That's called a leotard. It's what the gymnastics girls wear. It's a leotard. It goes like, it's kind of like, it goes around, it's, what do you call that? Like a tank top type of thing, and it goes down to your junk. It's a leotard. Wild Man Walker, 100%. Yeah, I'm not doing that, by the way. I'm never going to go on my roof until the Bengals win the Super Bowl, because Super Bowls are so freaking random. You never know when they will happen. So, I'm good. Thank you, Dunno. I appreciate the suggestion, though.
At least his heart was in the right place. I can't say the same for our next fan, because Jags fans once did something so disrespectful, it almost got him killed. See, this is 6'4", 300-pound defensive lineman Quentin Jefferson, a.k.a. someone you should not mess with. And in 2017, Jefferson's Seahawks were taking on the Jaguars, when late in the fourth quarter, he got ejected from the game for starting a fight. And to make matters even worse, right as Jefferson was walking off the field, a couple of Jags fans thought it'd be a good idea to throw bottles at him.
Into the locker room. And no, somebody threw something at him from the stands and it landed. And security needs to take care of this to make sure fans should not throw things.
Damn! Those fans almost got eaten. That was vicious.
Bro, they're throwing water bottles at him. They only won by 6. They only won by 6. And it's funny, too, because both teams are 8-4. Like, you expect this type of behavior from a team that's like 4-8. You know, like, fans that go to the game, the team 4-8, they suck. They just aren't happy with their season. Like, Jags fans, you are 8 and at this point, you're 9-4. You're going to be a playoff team, and I'm pretty sure this is the year they went to the championship and lost to the Patriots, I believe. So it's like you have like a chance to be good this season. Why mess it up and get thrown out of the game and probably never get allowed to be with the game again? Yeah, this was the Blake Bortles experience. No, I don't know if you if you remember this, but there was a time when Blake Bortles, and they had like a really great defense, and Blake Bortles took them to like successful times. It was crazy. Blake Bortles was like considered like the man's.
And look, chucking bottles at a grown man is really disrespectful, but stealing millions of dollars from Tom Brady, that is a whole nother level. See, in 2017, after Brady won his 5th Super Bowl, he was in the locker room expecting to celebrate with his teammates. He noticed that his game-worn jersey was missing.
Put someone at the door and check everyone. No, but it was just...
Yeah, it was nowhere to be found, sending him and the NFL world into a panic.
Tom, did you find your jersey? Did you find your jersey? You think someone's taking it, or? Yeah, it's going to be on eBay at some point. Oh, man, sorry to hear that, man.
And over the next couple of days, this case got even more interesting, because according to Brady, this wasn't even the first Super Bowl jersey he was missing. He had another one stolen just a couple of years earlier. So with the thief on the loose, fans, private investigators, and even the FBI started digging into the case, until eventually they played back the security footage from the game and noticed someone suspicious.
9:36 that Tom Brady takes his jersey off. It's given to a team employee, right?
Okay,
that team employee, you have it there. So Tom's over on the field there. And then we're following him. He hands it off.
So that's the team employee.
That's a team employee. That's a league employee. The other guy, the perpetrator here, who is, again, it's unbelievable. He is a big name in Mexico. You see him right here, well before the rest of the media just...
I done know. I did your request. Anyway, so this guy right here is the guy who stole it. I feel like that's, especially with NFL stadiums, with how many cameras are in NFL stadiums, how the heck do they not catch these guys if they steal a jersey? I mean, I know there's not as many like cameras in locker rooms because for obvious reasons, you don't want someone changing and a camera capturing someone's baby arm. But still, you know, yes, I called it a baby arm. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Welcome. But anyway, though, still, though, I got ad block, so we good, done, though. Yeah, most people have ad block. That's why I don't even, like, usually adjust the monetization options. I just kind of, like, whatever, because either people have premium or they have ad block. That's kind of, like, the go-to method for a lot of people. But with all the stadium cameras, you would think they would catch someone stealing a jersey. I guess they go in the locker room, they put it in a bag. You can see right here, he has like a backpack on. So I guess he puts it in his backpack and then he just walks off. And because the cameras aren't in the locker room, he's pretty good with it. 2 of them, it works. Nah, get 2 of them, it works. Unblocked. You block. Yeah, you can, I mean, there's like a million ad blockers out there. YouTube tried to stop it. They couldn't. So.
Walk right in the locker room with the wrong badge on.
Oh.
With the wrong badge.
Hold up. This guy wore the wrong badge. Media Martin Ortega. So he wore the wrong badge on. So I guess if the cameras did catch him, they wouldn't be able to see his actual real name. So they wouldn't be able to track him down. No, they tried. I think they gave up, I believe. I think they gave up on that whole war. They can't win it. So he wore a fake badge inside the locker room so that he could steal the... Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's next level.
On.
How do you get that badge?
And it's not the proper badge to be in there at that time. And he's just
here comes Brady.
So here comes Tom Brady here, but that guy's already in the locker room. Check this out. He looked right at one of our cameras. This was huge in identifying who this was. That shot right there was instrumental.
Sports reporter, Patriots fan, Marcio Ortega was caught red-handed. And there's
nothing until the NFL draft. Really, the Bengals aren't going to do anything until the NFL draft, pretty much. So we're kind of in that gray area right now, where like there's literally nothing into the NFL draft. So yeah.
As if this footage wasn't enough evidence. Shortly after, feds discovered that Ortega was trying to sell both of Brady's jerseys to another fan. So just a few days later, the FBI ended up raiding Ortega's home in Mexico and recovered over $1 million worth of stolen NFL memorabilia. While in the end, everyone got their gear returned to him, it's Ortega that made out like a bandit. To this day, he's never been officially charged with any crime. Damn, this guy got off lucky. And with that, we gotta talk about the Cleveland Browns, because their fans once tried to kill NFL referees. In 2001, the Browns were at home, taking on the Jaguars. And with less than a minute left in the fourth quarter, Cleveland had the ball, needing a touchdown to win the game, when they completed a pass to Quincy Morgan. And it seemed like this play that brought the Browns one step closer to the W. So fans were hyped until
100% yes. And by the way, this is one of the best games in history because this is the only game in history, I believe, that the referees actually ended the game early because of the fans going crazy and throwing crap onto the field. So because the referees had to end the game early, it's like the only time in history, is one of the craziest games, and it kept the Browns from making the playoffs.
The refs rolled back the tape and saw something interesting. The ball hit the ground first, and the pass was incomplete. So the refs decided to overturn the play, pissing off every single Browns fan in all of Ohio.
But there's a lot of Monday morning.
Okay, so Rebound doesn't do a good job explaining this. So the guy dropped it. Okay, it's 4th and 8. What's up, Dreamy? The guy drops it on 4th and 8. It hits the ground. Another play gets ran. So they run. They run to the They run to hike the ball real quickly. They run another play. They throw another incomplete pass, and now it's 2nd and 10. Well, when it's 2nd and 10. The referees come on the field and they say, "Oh, hold up, no. Stop the game. We're reviewing the 4th down play." Which, as you know, if you're an NFL fan, you can't do that. The referees cannot do that. They cannot go back to a play after another play is happened. You can't do that. Once another play is snapped, it's over. That previous 4th and 8, kiss it goodbye. They can't do it. Well, the referees did. They went back and they said, okay, well, even though another play was snapped, we don't care. We're going to review that 4th and 8. So then they say it's a drop catch. Because of that, the fans went crazy. They threw beer bottles on the field. They were hitting refs in the head with beer bottles. So then the referees say, okay, we're calling the game. There's only like 48 seconds left. But they called the game because of that. This kept the Browns from going to the playoffs, which was insane.
Hit the ground first, and the pass was incomplete. So the refs decided to overturn the play, pissing off every single Browns fan in all of Ohio.
But there's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking in Cleveland and elsewhere now over the latest case of violence connected to pro football. Only in this case, it wasn't the players. As CBS's Jim Axelrod reports, it was the fans in the stands.
These Cleveland fans are irate.
Hey, those fans are glass holes. I mean, that's a lot of anger to have bottled up. And they gotta let it out like Eagles fans. Because these people went so crazy, they destroyed the entire city of Philadelphia. See, in 2018, the Eagles made NFL history, beating the New England Patriots and winning their first ever Super Bowl, sending Eagles fans into a frenzy.
Here, these doors were just completely smashed. These windows here just smashed. You have glass everywhere, okay? The crowds were just massive. Thousands and thousands of people were out here. People were sliding down these poles. People climbed on top of the awning.
Yeah, those fans were terrorizing the city. That's illegal. And eventually, Eagles fans have flapped their wings a little too hard. Because by the end of the night, 8 fans were arrested, and the city suffered over $2 million worth of property damage.
Wait, only 8 fans were arrested? That seems like such a low number compared to how many fans probably should have been arrested in the end. 8 total fans. Okay, yeah, no, that's a lot less. That's a lot less than I expected. I expected it to be like 30 or 40 fans. Oh my lordy. Okay. 8 fans arrested. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to put back on the audio. Thank you so much, Dunno. I don't know why I did not select the audio. Sorry, my bad.
For $2 million worth of property damage. But look, I could see getting carried away after a Super Bowl. What I'll never understand is this next guy. Because one Ravens fan destroyed his own body just to support his team. See, in 2021, the Ravens came away with the clutch win against the Kansas City Chiefs. And one Ravens fan wanted to make this moment permanent. So he decided to ink himself up, getting a tattoo of the final score. And look, one tat, that's fine. But this was just the tip of the needle. Because from that day forward, this fan vowed to get a tattoo for every single win the Ravens got. So by the end of the season, he had 8 more tattoos. And this dude is still tatting himself up to this day. But he ain't alone, because I just got me some ink too. So make sure you subscribe, alright? I don't want to regret getting this. But anyways, they're not as big as some fans. Because one fan went so far, he's banned from the NFL for life. Back in 2015, the New England Patriots were involved in a major scandal, Deflategate, where they were accused of deflating footballs for a competitive advantage. And the league punished them big time, taking away 2 first-round draft picks, suspending Tom Brady for 4 games, and fining them $1 million. To most fans, this felt like a fair punishment, but one man thought it was way too harsh. Notorious Patriots fan and Barstool Sports founder, Dave Portnoy, who immediately after the punishment marched down to the NFL commissioner's office to wage war.
Patriots fans caused quite a scene at NFL headquarters in Midtown by handcuffing themselves to one another in the lobby.
We're talking about a group of 4 protesters who, you're right, pulled the stunt off right in the lobby. These protesters tell me that they are from a sports website called
Bro, what? What am I even watching right now? What am I even watching? They're protesting Tom Brady getting suspended. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess it works. I guess it definitely didn't do anything. Because in the end, he was still suspended. And nothing happened. So, shout out to the protest.
Barstool.com, and their aim was to protest what they call the unfair treatment of Patriots and the Patriots quarterback, Tom Brady, in the wake of the Deflategate scandal.
A couple of people that I gather with some connection to the website went down to the NFL offices in Patriot jerseys and got arrested for resisting arrest. Why?
Yeah, Dave wasn't backing down from anybody, not even the law. But unfortunately for him, Goodell refused to lift the Patriots' punishment, and he banned Barstool Sports from all future NFL events. So from that day forward, it's been on site, because Dave's been trashing Goodell on social media, calling him a villain and a criminal. And to stick it to the league, Dave's even snuck into the Super Bowl wearing a disguise. Damn, Dave's been doing Goodell dirty. But he's still in that.
The man wore a extra mustache as a way to sneak into the Super Bowl. He just wore another mustache on top of his mustache. Oh man, you can't. I mean, honestly, the amount of publicity he got for his show. I mean, let's be honest. Like, that's why he did it. He didn't do it because he actually cared about Tom Brady. He did it because the publicity his show will get now, he'll get crazy amount of fans because of what he did. His antics will cause him to get a crap ton of fans.
Have it as bad as some fans do, because one fan's love for the NFL is costing him tens of millions. This is Mattress Mack, owner of the largest mattress store this side of the Mississippi. But what Mack is really known for is his ridiculous sports bets. Because back in 2021, Mack threw down a $2 million bet on the Patriots to win the Super Bowl and won himself $3.4 million. And after hitting it that big, Mack was looking to ride even higher. So the next year, he decided to make gambling history by placing the largest Super Bowl bet of all time, betting on the Cincinnati Bengals for $9.5 million. This would have been the ultimate jackpot, because if Mack's bet hit, we're talking a profit of over $16 million. But unfortunately for Mr. Mattress, the Bengals lost, officially costing him $9.5 million. Damn, Mattress Mack got sacked. But some people lose more than just money, because one fan tried to blind NFL players, and it blew up in his face. See, in 2014, the Bills were in Detroit, taking on the Lions at Ford Field. And at first, it seemed like an average NFL game. Fans were rowdy, cheering on the Lions, and booing Buffalo till they lost their...
I thought that was about to be about Brock Osweiler, and I was about to be like, oh, Brock. But no, this is not. Gave Barstool Sports a national audience, and Dave business took off like a rocket. Exactly. Sometimes all publicity is good publicity. Even bad publicity is good publicity. And that's exactly what he did. He rode those kind of tales of everyone talking about him, and it works out in the end.
Voices. But in the second half, one Lions fan did something that no one saw coming.
The play immediately before it is stirring talk today. Quarterback Kyle Orton whiffed on a throw across the middle and immediately turned to the ref, pointing at his eye. Orton told him he was shined by a fan with a laser pointer. It wasn't the first instance. In the third quarter, Bills kicker Dan Carpenter lined up for a 50-yard field goal. And if you take a close look at the knee of the holder, you can see the flickering light of the laser. Carpenter missed the kick, and he was hot. He complained to the ref, who mouthed the words, "No, I didn't see it."
Someone was shining a laser at Bills players the entire second half, leaving people wondering who did it. And it was looking like this was going to remain a mystery until the unthinkable happened.
We're going to turn now to an update on that football fan who used a laser to blind players during Sunday's NFL game in Detroit. He's been caught and charged. He has only himself to blame. The big clue for police was his boast on Twitter.
Yeah, this guy just exposed himself on Twitter, and shortly after, the cops caught.
All right, so first off, the kick by Carpenter really wasn't that bad of a miss. That was like literally, a couple inches off left. It's not like he shanked it left or right. He actually almost made that. So if you look at the laser pointer right here, it's actually hitting the, what's it called? The holder. The holder is the one who's actually getting hit by the laser pointer. Yes, I do agree. If you look back, you can see on his leg. I don't know if it ever hits Carpenter, though. I don't know if he ever gets hit with the laser pointer. I think he just missed it. I think he just missed the kick, personally. I think the holder definitely got hit by the laser pointer. He got destroyed by the laser pointer. But I don't think Carpenter ever got hit by it. I think he's just trying to make excuses for missing it. Because, again, if he would have missed it by a wide range, I could see them being like, hey, listen, it's a laser pointer. Come on, man. I shanked that. But, you missed it by, a centimeter. I think you just kind of hooked it a little bit too much, man. I don't know if that's 100% the laser pointer, but shout out to the fan on Twitter for deciding that they wanted to out themselves and take credibility for that stupid, idiotic thing. Because, again, if they would have blinded a player, which those lasers can do, they would have been in a lot worse situation than they are right now.
The guy just exposed himself on Twitter, and shortly after, the cops caught up with him and arrested his ass, charging him with disorderly conduct and banning him from the stadium indefinitely. Damn, that's just crazy, but not as crazy as LeBron James.
Oh, that video was actually kind of insane. Not gonna lie, that video was kind of insane. Okay, hold up. I kind of want to see something real fast. There's been like crazy police chases recently. And hang on, let me try to pull this up. Cause I kind of want to look at this police chase on not dirt bikes. What was it? It was on let me see if I can find it. It was a weird police. There's been like insane police chases recently. There was a police chase with like dirt bikes and they could not get the guys to stop. Like no matter what, they could not get the guys to stop. What was that? Oh crap. What's the equipment called that's like what's the equipment? Like I can't think of the equipment name. Like when you're picking up dirt and stuff. You're picking up dirt, you're moving dirt, you're digging holes. I want to say huge equipment. Construction. Maybe construction equipment? There was someone who was in a police chase with construction equipment. Actually, low-key, this one is. This one is actually kind of crazy. See a shovel. This one's kind of crazy. This was from 2 years ago. But this one was kind of crazy.
David, we were up over in Knott's Berry Farm, looked out the window, and what do you have? Another pursuit. This is eastbound 91 freeway, just past the 5 freeway. Unclear which agency is pursuing this vehicle. Right now, he's going so fast, there's nobody right behind him, but very erratic driving, getting off of the 91 freeway.
Dreamy.
It's a black Honda Civic. The driver's side window rolled down apparently.
This police chase is actually insanely crazy. I believe if I'm this one is insane. Okay, hold up. This might be the craziest police chase you ever see. So I believe, based on what I understand with this police chase, a little background knowledge, the police tried to pull him over for, I believe, something small, and he took off. So they tried to pull him over for something small. He beats it, just takes off, and then they find out it's a stolen car. He stole the car. Oh, well, yeah, I guess. No, you're technically you're right. So he stole this car pretty much. Ryan, what system you play on? What games you play on? I play on PS5. Yeah, so he ended up getting pulled over for something small. They find out that he stole this car and he took off. So that's where this police chase kind of gets cooking. W Stream, hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So I believe we're going to see at least 2 car changes in this police chase. Normally you don't see a car change at all, but he gets out of this car, right? Look at this. So he gets out of the first car. He dropped his phone. Got to go back. Got to go back to the stuff. You know, he's like, okay, I lost some stuff in the car, bro. I got to go back. Gets out, right? And now he's going to try to break in this car, hotwire it, and then keep going. So he's trying. He can't get in. Keep in mind, this whole time, so with police chases normally, police are told don't, like, chase the person if it's in a crowded area, because you never know. Like, I mean, you could always, someone else could get hurt, right? So he gets back in his car after trying to break into that car. So there's no police officers at all near him. Like, the helicopter's watching him, but there's nobody near him. Yeah, he tried to break in that car, failed completely. But don't worry. He's going to break into 2 more cars and get 2 more changes before the end of this police chase. This is 1 of 3 cars he will be in today, boys. 1 of 3 cars. So he ends it with a truck, I believe. So he's going to end like with a work truck. Heck, bro, what's going? What games do you play? Well, I just play Madden because that's what I cover for my channel. I have a Madden channel pretty much, so I just cover Madden content. Yeah, literally GTA in real life, 100%. That's literally what this is. So, for the most part, I will say he does a good job of driving. He doesn't drive too recklessly. But again, they also are blocking off majority of the streets ahead of him, like at the red lights and stuff, so that he doesn't crash into anybody. So this is, like, for the most part, a very civil police chase. And I also, little side note, I love the fact that they have the miles per hour in the middle. Nice touch. Nice touch. They have the live pedometer on how fast he goes, which is always amazing. Okay, so now he's trying to stick in this residential area, which is so stupid. This is like the automatic worst meta you could ever do. So check this out. He's going to now try to steal this truck back here. So you're going to see this. So that truck you saw back here at the very top, he's going to now try to steal that truck. So he's going through the house. He's running through the houses. Running this way. And again, no police cars anywhere near. Like, we're just absolutely in nothing burger. So now he's going back to this truck. Now, this is an older truck. Older trucks you can hotwire. And you know you're hotwiring it correctly because the lights will start flashing. The front lights will start flashing. So if you see the front light starts flashing, older trucks, they will start, you know, like, you can hotwire them. So you got a guy, you got the cops behind him, right? So you think, okay, this guy's trapped. Where's he going to go? There's a gate in front of him. There's a cop car behind him. He's in there, right? He's trying to hotwire it still. He's still trying to go on it, which, again, newer trucks you can't do this on the older trucks. So, why'd he run around? I think he was trying to find if someone's house was open and he could go inside their house and hide. I think that's why. He was trying to hide out in somebody's house, and it completely failed. How did he not see the helicopter? Oh, no, I think he knows the helicopter's following him, but you could see the police cars weren't really there. So you see how his lights are flickering? That means he correctly hotwired the car. When you hotwire it and it actually kicks on, the light starts flickering because, like, the engine voltage is not correct. So he's going to now back up, try to ram into this truck right here. So now the police car is going to go a little bit forward, right, and try to keep him pinned here. So he's just going to keep hitting the gas, trying to reverse into this. By the way, this is not his final car. He has one more car he's going to get to in this police chase. So he's going to hijack 3 total cars. He's going to keep going forward and then keep going backwards. This guy is definitely something. And he gets out of this. This is what's crazy. He actually gets out of this crap. So he's going to back it up again, push the cop car back, go forward, back again. He's slowly inching his way backwards. He is inching his way backwards. Get enough clearance, right? And you see the his headlights are flickering because he hotwired it. So he's not going to be able to get that to stop. So that's going to be like that the whole entire police chase. So now he goes forward. Go back again. Go. 3-point turn is not his best friend, okay? This is not his best friend on the 3-point turn. So now he's in a neighborhood, which, again, there's one exit. Okay, there's one exit in this whole neighborhood. Thankfully, that ended up turning out very well, because that could have been very bad right there. That could have been really bad right here. So you can see the police, they stop, right? And they get out. He almost hit that guy's car, which would have probably very much injured that police officer. Thankfully, it didn't happen. So he's just going to drive past the cops. Like, bro is on a mission, and the mission is driving past the cops. 3-point turns are no one's best friends. Yeah, apparently also probably in a car that you probably never drove in your life. So That's also a thing. But he drives past all the cops, right? So now he's in his second car. He stole 2 cars so far. Now, he's going a little bit faster in this bad boy. He's actually kicking it a little bit faster. I think the first car, because he wasn't, like, immediately chased and he didn't have people behind him at all times, he kind of went a little bit slower because he felt more comfortable. This one, he's not going to feel as comfortable with because he now knows people are behind him. So, he is just straight up yellow line on either side. He doesn't care. 41 miles per hour, 42. He's kicking up to 60. That stop sign has 0 chance. But now look at the smoke behind him, right? You're going to see, because the fact he ran into those cars, his back wheels are going to start getting a little bit messed up. Do you see that little smoke right there? He's tearing off the rubber of his back wheels, which, you know, if your back wheels pop, what happens? You go on rims. So now he has to try to get around these guys. He just pushes right past them. And now his wheels are going to start becoming an issue. Because he's hitting too many people. Look at that wheel. That wheel's on fire. That wheel is on fire, boys. So he's hitting way too many people and hitting curves. He's busting his wheels up. He's busting up every part of his wheel. So now he's going, I would say he's probably going like 120 miles per hour. Which for a truck like that, man, you can't be going that fast. You can't be. Because that truck is probably 2012, 2011. That engine probably has like 200,000 miles on it. There's no way. Yeah, those mirrors never stood a chance. Not even close. Not even close. They just went absolutely kabooey. All right, so now he's going 90. So he was going like 120 there. In a truck that really should never be this fast. Yeah, he does not care. He just does whatever he wants to do right now. Now, again, the police aren't really near him because they don't want him to go crazy and hit somebody. They don't want, try to pit maneuver him, and he ends up flying into traffic because right now, we're talking about like 5, 6 p.m., right? We're talking about prime time traffic. This is insane. Why is there an AC unit on the roof? Because this is a work truck. Yeah, it's an older truck. It's a work truck. It's probably from like 2010 actually. So you can see it's a very busy time. This is like, I'd say really busy. It's not crazy busy, but it's because they're blocking off some of the roads. But you can see it is a little bit of traffic, right? But it's because they're blocking off some of the roads, but this is 5, 6 p.m. So this is rush hour. And he is just, that left wheel, that left back wheel is not hanging on, boys. We might have to put a bet on that back wheel. That left back wheel is going to pull off. It is not withstanding much more, man. So there's the PD officer. So we're watching right now is ABC's helicopter viewpoint, right? But now they have the police helicopters near him. So now they're like pulling it in. Now, when you go to different districts for a police chase, you actually get into different jurisdictions. So, for example, if you're in like this area, police department in that area has to get you. But once you go to another area, that police department, they're not going to follow you anymore. Now, the other police department will follow you. They'll tell them ahead of time, but you go to different jurisdictions, you're not going to be in the same police department thing. So, that's also another factor here. So that's why you see the helicopter now popping up. He hit a different district. So now he's in another police department's area. So now their helicopter, once he got there, they said, okay, now we're going to follow you here, and we're going to keep eyes on you here. So, again, he's sweating so hard. He probably needs a fresh steering wheel the most. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't think he knows what the hell he's doing here. Now, I will tell you, how do I put this? The person who gets arrested in the end here, because someone does get arrested in the end, it's like the Carolina Panthers. He does not know what the game is over. Yeah. So the person who gets arrested in the end here ends up being a random dude who just shows up to like the police chase at the end. Like he just shows up randomly and he ends up getting arrested. He ended up like suing the city and stuff because he was just some random dude that showed up and they thought he was the guy who was in the police chase, and he wasn't. He was a random bystander. So they like ripped him out of his car and put guns in his face, and he was not the guy. So that's how this ends in the end, by the way, is this guy gets arrested, but another random dude gets arrested too, and they're like throwing him on the ground and crap. And he ended up suing the city. I think he got like $5 million. Like he got a crazy amount of money. A random bystander. So anyway, bro, oh, he just hit something again. He just hit the curve. Dude, all those curves are not helping him out in any way. Every time he smashes a curve, he's messing up that wheel alignment, and he is just causing his wheels to pop. Like, he needs really a lot of help not to hit those curves. Because he keeps hitting them every single time. And he's not even like going like the area where you're supposed to drive off of. He goes off the side corners, which is just like popping his wheels every time. Again, this is like a 2010 truck. Like, you can't be doing that. Oh, yep, no, that's GG. Okay. Oh, no, he was actually pretty civil with that. Okay. My man's learning. He is learning, guys. He's only on his second car. He destroyed his first one. No, I think his first one ran out of gas. Let me not say destroyed. I don't think he destroyed it. It just ran out of gas. Yeah, this... Bro, what is he? This guy is just reckless. That's what he should get, a big tractor trailer. I mean, if he could find one, he probably would get one. He tried to get that truck earlier and he failed. So he couldn't get that truck earlier, so I'm assuming he's gonna go out to any car he can. His last car, you'd be surprised what it is. I'll say it like that. You'd be surprised what his last car he gets is. Because he gets one more after this. He gets a three-car combo. It's the second one. Got a worker truck right there. I mean, again, he is flying. I'm so surprised that freaking tires are still going. You know what car companies need to start using this as like ways to show off their cars, you know? Like, can you imagine watching a commercial? Hey, guys, go get the brand new Toyota truck crap. I don't really know what this car is, or truck is. Go get it, because if you want to go get a new van, look what our van could do. Our van can outrun people and outrun the cops and go on crazy police chases. Like, bro, like he could do that like he could really. What is he doing? Okay, yeah, no, that's a stupidity. Like, they could really sell trucks this way, okay? They could sell cars, showing how good the cars are, that they can go on these crazy police chases and still be fine. One bad turn, he's flopped. Oh, 100%, yeah. But don't worry, our guy has determination, Dreamy. He has determination to be great. Son is lost in the sauce at the moment. He really is. He has no idea where the hell he's going. He's just going wherever. Like, look at that. Bro just ran over a freaking plant. Bro just ran over a plant for no reason. He didn't have to do that. He could have stayed on the right-hand side and just went straight through the lanes. Look at this crap. Bro is running into poles. Yeah, he almost hit the tree. Now he's drifting. There's like no actual point, by the way. There's no cops chasing him. He's not getting chased right now because they're not going to. It's not worth it to try to chase him and have him, you know, hurt someone else. There, he should have gotten that FedEx. He could have, but at this moment in time, I think he's just like scared. He doesn't know what to do at this point. He's just kind of like, he's kind of out of it. No one gets hurt, right? Only one person gets hurt, Dreamy. And it's not, as I told you, at the very end, okay, one person gets hurt at the very end. It's a bystander. When they finally get him, there's a bystander who gets out of his car to look at what's happening. The cops run up, throw him on the ground, and arrest him because they thought he was involved in this situation. That's the only one who got hurt. Nobody else got hurt in this whole police chase. Nobody. But a random bystander who just pops out of nowhere and gets hurt. His left wheel is cooked. Look at that left wheel. Yeah, that left wheel is cooked. And then the guy sued the city and got $5 million. Because, like, he ran him. It was so stupid, though. You're going to see in the end. The guy gets out of his car and just stares at the situation. And it's, like, right next to the guy. So the police are like, are you, like, involved? Are you helping him? And, like, he doesn't say anything, so they just throw him to the ground. Which, yeah. How did he get hurt? They threw him to the ground. Like, they smashed the guy to the ground. Like, what left wheel? Yeah, that back left wheel is kind of cooked, bro. He is sparking. Is this... No. LSU. Okay, no. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up, okay? This is the stupidest crap you're about to ever see in your life, boys, okay? Let me show you this. Does he get out of this? I mean, you know, you would think, no. He has no left wheel, right? He has no nothing. Like, there's a police car there, right? There's got to be another police car that comes in. What if I told you that this ends with him leaving this car and taking off running? He's about to go and take off running. Somehow he's going to get out of this by taking off running. So it looks like this is over. It's GG, right? Get another couple police cars in here. Get another couple police cars in here. He's fine. You think this is good? He is literally smoking up his car. What he's doing right now is he's destroying his engine. And he's not going to be able... Like, he's lucky this doesn't blow up. It doesn't, YouTube, by the way. It doesn't. So, he's stuck. He literally popped his right tire. His left tire is popped. He has nothing. And now the cop's sitting there waiting for backup, right? Because they can't really do anything right now. So they're waiting for backup. But where's backup? There's no backup, bro. Look at him trying to drive. Yeah, he's trying, bro. He is ripping that bad boy with that car. He is ripping it. But he can't go anywhere. Anyone wants more? Yeah, exactly. He is ripping that. He is, like, slamming that gas. So he's trying to turn it. He's trying to do anything he can. He can't do crap. Now, there's only one cop car there, right? So if they got another cop car in here, they could block him in. There's no other cop car. There is nobody else there to help out that one police officer. Oh, now he's fire. Now he's flaming. Now his engine now is catching fire. So he has to get out now. He has to get out of this car. This car's going to blow up if he keeps doing this. And he's still doing it. That police officer... Oh, wait. Hold up. Sorry, my bad. Let me take off my face camera fast. Look at this police officer. He's just standing there with his gun pointed at the car. And he's like, I don't know what to do right now. Because how am I supposed to fix this situation? Look at this cop. This cop's like, and look, okay, watch this, right? Backup arrives, right? Nope. This guy gets off his shift 3 minutes after this, right? So this cop drives by and goes, holy crap, I have an officer in need, and I have a guy doing that, right? So now this cop goes, I'm out. He goes, I'm out. I'm going home. He goes, I get off in 3 minutes. I am not about to sit here and, deal with this paperwork. Dude, that other cop leaves. He doesn't come back. He doesn't help. He just leaves. He just goes away. He keeps driving because he doesn't want to get involved in this. So this cop by here is by himself. So now this guy is kind of crapped up. Oh, yeah, so another cars did come up. I didn't know other cars came up. But that one cop did leave. These are other officers who come up. So these are other cops that come up. Now he takes off running. Okay? Now he takes off running. And he is now trying his best to leg it. Oh my lordy, bro. He is now taking off running. Okay. We'll see if we can get something good here. He's about to get his third car, guys. He's about to get his third car he's about to take. Now this one gets a little heated. Because he's going to get in a little bit of not a tussle, but he's going to get in an argument with a homeowner. Now, here's the tricky situation. He's about to go on private property. So, cops are not going to follow him on private property. Man just absolutely slides out. Man just slides out completely. Yeah, so now he's on private property. And imagine jogging away from the cops. Yeah, exactly. So now he's on private property, which is a problem. He's now going to go in this house. So now he's going in someone's house. And, yeah, little dog in the backyard. Don't worry, no dogs are hurt in this, by the way. You're going to see there's a situation where a dog kind of got close to the car, but it's all good. He's fine. All right, so that's the truck he's about to steal. Okay, he's about to steal that worker truck. But the family is home. Right? So he can't get in. The dog's in the backyard right now. There's a couple dogs, actually like 3 or 4 dogs. So he's going through the house now. That's what I was thinking, dude, slow. Yeah, dude is not getting a good 40. So now the homeowner goes inside. Yeah, he's inside this house now. And this ends up with a fight. You can see. So the homeowner has a knife, okay? The homeowner grabbed a butcher knife. And this situation is getting a little crazy now. Now, nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets hurt, YouTube. Nobody get hurt. But the homeowner grabs a butcher knife. And he's chasing this guy now. So he's doing more work than the cops have done this whole entire video. Now, thankfully... So... Okay. So the dog went underneath the car. Now the dog's okay. Don't worry. See the dog right here. The dog comes out. Dog's not hurt. Yeah, the dog's fine. Dog's fine. So it looks like his wife. So he comes out with a butcher knife, right, against this guy. The wife is holding the husband back. She's like, hey, don't do this. Don't do this. She's holding her husband back like, don't go up and use a knife on him, please. By the way, the city refused to pay for this guy's truck that was stolen. Just a little side note. The city refused to pay for this. But anyway, so she's holding her husband back. He has a butcher knife in his hand. He's ready to go at this guy. And the dog, the little, I guess I'm going to say a Shih Tzu, is like, I got him. I got him. He don't got him. He don't got him. So he pushes right through the gate. Right through the gate. Luckily, neither of them was in front of the car. They were on the side. So now they're chasing him. Bro, they are chasing him. So they're on the side. Watch this. So, pushes through, right? And now watch in the background. They are chasing him. They're chasing him. On foot. Okay, stream. There we go. So they're chasing him on foot. Let me actually see this real fast. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. Yeah, now he doesn't care. Now he does not care at all. He's now just simply driving wherever he wants to drive. And this is his third and final car, by the way. This is his final destination car. So there is no third or fourth car. There is just 3 cars he stole. One of them destroyed. The other one ran out of gas. And now he's on his third and final car. And man is stacking up charges. Oh, 100%. I mean, he's going to get 1 million reckless charges. I think he gets like 25 years for this. I believe he gets 25 years total for this. Yeah, he just does not care. He is just driving through the streets, through everything. Man does not care at all. But I think in the end, he ended up getting 25 years. This was 2 years ago that this happened. So I think he's right now in prison for a 25-year conviction. But still, just driving like no, does not care. Does not care at all. Luckily, there's not many people in the street at this point because it is now like 7 or 8 o'clock at this point. Well, maybe 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, I would say. Probably around 7 o'clock. They're also blocking off some of the streets ahead of him so that he can't run into people. Because again, like I said, this guy does not care. He is just forever going. Now, keep in mind, he has stuff in the back of his car right now. So this truck, you can see it has a ladder back there, right? It has a toolbox. It has a bunch of stuff. He is going to hit up to 80 miles per hour when you got to think the stuff in the back of his truck is not secured. Right? There's nothing holding down the stuff in the back of a truck because the homeowner never expected someone to take his truck and go 80 miles per hour. So all the stuff in the back of his truck is pretty much a projectile, right? It's like an 80 mile per hour projectile. Now, I'm sure it's somewhat fastened, but is it fastened to him going 80 right now in the residential area? So that's also a question. Some things do fall out of his truck. Nobody gets hurt. So I'll just say it like that. All right, so now he is going different avenues completely. Just insanity right now. Luckily, so far, and again, in the end, he would have gotten so much more time. If he would have hurt or killed someone, it would have been over. He would have gotten life, but he doesn't end up doing that in this video, so we're good. Also, a little side note, I don't know if you guys can see, but his license plate of that truck is like flying off. So I think that was a temporary license plate. Little side note, and by the way, this is also LA, in case you're wondering. This is how Los Angeles plays. Los Angeles is literally just real life GTA. That's what all LA is. So his tires so far look good. No issue there. Still kind of looks like a more recent truck as well. Kind of looks like a 2015, 2016 truck. Not really like an old truck. And you can see there's no police cars anywhere near him. No police cars even close to him. Because again, there's just no reason. Just let him go. At this point, he's going to tire himself out by himself. Chasing him at this point is just a waste of resources. So, again, how many times so far? So they had him, I think, 4 or 5 times they had him. And every single time he's gotten away. But again, now it's like, as he's going to now drive over the median. The problem with situations like this, like police chases like this, like, where is he going to go? You know, he has no, destination to go. He's just driving to drive at this point. So pretty much, he has as much as he has gas money in his, or gas in his car. Yo, what's up, NoCo Productions? How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just enjoying ourselves a very insane police chase, which so far has been very eventful. They're letting him get the zoomies out. Pretty much, yeah. Because at this point, just let him run out of gas. Let him run out of gas is really what is going on. We're watching a police chase right now. This guy has now stolen 3 cars. This is his 3rd car he's stolen. And he is just booking it down LA's Boulevard. Just enjoying himself, you know. Typical day in LA. If you had never been to Los Angeles, this is a Monday. But it is a gamble because he could have hurt someone with them not intervening more. That is true. That is true, yeah. 100%. No, Steve, no. It's a white guy. This is literally a white guy. Oh, that was close. That was actually very close in the end here. But again, like I said, the problem is this guy is wild. He's wild. He's an absolute wild card. You don't know what he's going to do. So if they intervene, he might crash the car into someone. So you don't even want to risk it. Oh, there's my package. 88 miles per hour right now, driving in the middle. Just insanely crazy, bro. And again, like, that's another thing, though. He's going 88 miles per hour. And he probably even faster than that, honestly. If they hit him going 88, man, he's going to, like, he'll fly. He'll absolutely fly. I'm still surprised everything in that back of that truck has not fallen out yet. The fact that the back of that truck is still as contained as it is insanely crazy. Is high-speed chase. I thought that this was... No, the LSU guy passed away, man. He took his own life. But Jamar is a high-speed chase. Yes, he's a high-speed chase. 100%, Steven. Anyway, I think this is when he loses some... Yes, you can see someone's hanging out the back of his truck here. Leave Jamar out of this, sir. Yeah, Jamar is a saint. But somebody is hanging out the back of his truck. I believe that's like a... I want to say that's like a leaf blower. It's like a leaf blower type of thing hanging out the back of his truck. So, rip Lacey. Yeah. Bro, the guy passed away. The reports are he took his own life. That's the reports. LSU posted it. I like to tend to believe them when they say that. But I guess in the end he did pass away. He did a hit and run, killed someone, and yeah. Messed up his aim, distracted him. Oh, Lordy, bro. Yeah, so as they said, nobody was hurt at this moment in time. Which is crazy. He led the police on a chase. Oh, okay, well, I actually did not know that. You're yelling in his backswing. Yeah. I actually did not know he led the police on a chase, but he did a hit and run. So how did he lead the police on a chase? He hit the guy died, and then he led them on a chase? So they found out that he was like, he hit the guy? Interesting, okay. Again, I haven't looked too much into that Lacey situation other than the fact that they said he took his own life and he hit and run and homicide. He crashed them, then shot himself. Oh, okay. So he did take his own life. Yes, okay, yeah. So he did take his own life. Gotcha. Yeah, that situation is insane. Alright, so did you know if you have a good nest in your backyard, shine it with a green laser, it will never... If you have a goose nest in your back... I did not know that, Dale. That is a good... That's a good thing to know. Thank you for telling me. I did not know that. Interesting. Yeah, now he's in a neighborhood, which again is just not the smartest thing to do in a police chase. Is go in a residential neighborhood. There's only so many exits and so many areas. That's what Micah is talking about. He thought this was the police chase. Oh yeah, no, this is not the police chase now. Yes, Dale, that was what I was looking at earlier. That was the name of the item I was looking at earlier. Bulldozer? No, I think it was a excavator. I think that was what I was talking about earlier with the police chase. So that's I think Dale was... Are you behind? I think you might be behind. You might be watching like replay of this. But yeah, no, that situation with Lacey, if that was a police chase, no, this situation ends a lot better. This is not a situation where anyone gets, offed. No. He doesn't. So I'm not going to show the very end of this, but I just realized this guy does, the driver who's doing this, I think the cop does shoot him one time, but I'm not going to show that part. I just remember in my head, they did actually hit him one time with a bullet. Or maybe not. I think they shoot in his cabin, but I don't think they hit him. So, but they do open fire on him once they get him stopped eventually they do open fire on him, but they don't hit him with a bullet. They miss him with every bullet they shoot into his cabin. I don't fool around about geese, Bulldoves. I see, Steve, I see. High Speed Chase should be his #1 nickname. Yeah. But yeah, they end up like open firing into his cabin, but they do not hit him at all. Show the dang shot. Is this live action or not? No, this is from 2 years ago. This is considered like one of the craziest police chases of all time. That's why. This is like top 10 craziest police chases of all time. Because this man stole 3 different cars, went through a house, almost got shivved by the homeowner. Insane. Yeah, this all started because he failed to yield and failed to pull over with I think he had like a traffic light out or something, like a traffic thing in the back. You can see, oh, yup. That's a weed whacker. He has a weed whacker. The blade just broke off the weed whacker. But this all started because he failed to pull over because he actually stole his original car he was driving. But the cops didn't know that. They just put him over for like a taillight being out. And it led all into this. So this whole thing led because he had a taillight out. And he failed to pull over. And then he drove off. And then, yeah. They didn't know he stole a car, though. So that was the situation they found out after they got him. They were like, dang, bro, you should have pulled over. He's like, yeah, I stole that car. They're like, oh, okay. Okay, it went black. Yeah, so there was a point of this where they actually ended up losing him, by the way. The helicopter lost him. There was like a good 30-minute period of this chase where the helicopters lost him completely. Cops didn't know where he was. He just like actually went MIA for 30 minutes and then popped back up. And they were like, holy crap, that's you. We found him. So when it went black right there, they actually lost this guy. They didn't know where he was. He went into like a residential like alleyway and they couldn't find him. And he ended up popping out somewhere else. Yeah, so now he's a dead end. Speaking of high speed, did you see Jamar Chase against Tyreek racing the Lambos in Miami? I did not see that. I know that Jamar Chase does have a YouTube channel now. And I know him and T were posting stuff before they got paid. But there's literally nobody. There's no cops near him. Like, he right now is in this weird limbo where he doesn't have to do anything because there is no cops near him at all. He is by himself. He's playing this game on single player. Bro is playing this on single player and nobody's involved with him. So now he's going to try to get another car. Actually, no, he does not. I thought he for a second was going to. I thought I remembered him pulling off one more car, or trying to get another car. Because he did try to get the truck earlier, and he failed that one. So, I'm going to skip forward here, because this ends up... Hold up. So, this ends up with him running out of gas. And it's very anticlimactic ending here. He runs out of gas, and when he runs out of gas, they just end up open firing on him in his cabin, and he does not get hit once. Now, this is the guy. You see this? This is the guy who gets hurt. So, in all this, right? Look at all this, right? This is the guy who did the high-speed chase. This is the guy who the cops throw to the ground and hurt. This guy right here. So, he is near the situation. So, he gets out of his car. This is the guy. He gets out of his car, and he's like, oh my lordy, what's going on here? And the cops are like, is he that guy or that guy? They thought he was the guy. That's what they claim. They thought he was the guy. So now they're going to run up to him and throw him onto the ground, and he's going to get hurt. And all because they thought he was the guy. That is what they claim. They thought that this guy, they opened fire into the cabin. They thought he got out of the car, ran over here, and stood right there. That's what they claim they thought happened. So then they're going to take this guy thinking he's the guy and slam him to the ground and arrest him. He's not the guy. He is a random bystander who just showed up to this accident. Yeah, the cabin of the car. So the cabin of your car is your driving seat and your passenger seat. It's the front part of your car. That's what a cabin is. So like a cabin of a car, like when you get in a car, that's where you're driving. No, I'm not saying it's funny at all, Steve. I'm actually not saying it's funny at all. This situation was not funny in the end. I'm not laughing at that. It's not funny at all. But that's what they claim. That's what I'm just telling you what they claim. But yeah, so the cabin of your car is the front part of your car. So it's this guy was innocent. Okay, this guy had nothing to do with it, but because he got out of his car and he got involved, I guess, by being near the situation, he ended up being the guy who gets thrown to the ground. So he sued, I believe, and got $5 million for this. So he got $5 million for that body slam, which in the end, he actually works out pretty much W there. He got a big W here in getting body slammed and getting $5 million from the city. All right. Let's calm down in chat. But anyway, so yeah, in the end here, this guy, once they body slam this guy and they find out, whoa, hold up, that's not the guy. Then they go back and get the actual guy that they unloaded into the cabin of, but they didn't actually get him. They got him, but they didn't end up, taking his life. He's fine. He's in prison right now. He's hunky-dory, 25 years in prison. He's good. But yeah, now they at the end of here, they just said, you know what, fluff it. We're just gonna open fire on him. And he ran out of gas, so he was kind of crapped out of luck. He stood in that cabin. He said, I'm not gonna move. I'm not moving. Now, based on what we understand as well, and I do want to put this in there too, the reports was he did have a firearm on him. Okay? So I do want to put that in there too. He did, according to reports, he had a pistol on himself. So to the, open firing into his cabin, there was reports that they believed he had a pistol on him. They didn't find one, but the reports said that he did. So they had the mindset that he had a pistol on him. So that's probably why. Yeah. So he ended up getting arrested, 25 years for that whole thing. But can we get back to the fact that the guy's truck, this is a work truck that got destroyed from this whole police chase. The guy who owns this work truck tried to get money from the city because the guy stole his car, right? They stole his car. He's messed up his truck. The city said no. The city said, we paid $5 million to this guy for body slamming him. The city's like, we're not giving you money for it. Your work truck, that's your problem. We can't help the fact that you got, your work truck stolen. You came out with a butcher knife and you should have taken care of business. Instead, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That was a joke. But they do not care. They do not care. So, yeah. That guy got fluffed over. This worker truck guy got fluffed over. He got $5 million for being body slammed. Was it a access truck? I have no idea. It's a worker truck. I'm assuming it's probably a 2015 model. Probably a Ford. I'll assume. But yeah. Now, I'm out, man. All right, see ya, done. No, see ya. Now, another thing I do want to point out, the reason why they also, the cops that body slammed him into the ground when he was innocent, it was also a different district. So the people that were the cops that were following him the whole time, this police chase, they were not the same cops right here who went after this guy. They were a completely different district. So they didn't know, like they really only went off of like a little bit of information that they were told because he went in a different district. So they're chasing him and they're like, well, we only know a little bit of information. So when this guy gets out of the car and he's walking toward them, they're like, oh no, like we think you are someone, we think you are the guy. We think you're walking out of your car. We're going to get you. So that's also another thing. He got $5 million. So I guess he won. So, I mean, like the guy got $5 million. He wasn't hurt bad at all. He just got $5 million. Can someone confirm if there's an access vehicle? If that's I don't know what an access vehicle is. A bicycle? I have no idea. But anyway, guys, that's my stream tonight. I just wanted to stream for like an hour and 40 minutes. You know, go off 2 funny videos. Well, funny video and a live stream of a police chase that I thought was crazy. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, I will do it in future live streams. So, I will see ya